Good evening. This is Daniel Lake today on the 17th of November. Uh, I'm going to speak in a mixture of Dinka and English. I know it's late. I don't expect a lot of people to watch this or even one, but I'm glad that there's one person there. I know many of my community members have been traveling all day today and yesterday. It's my hope that everybody have made it to their home safely. Um, but tonight I'm making this recording for the next couple of days, next couple of months. Um, the topic tonight is introducing the program, which I talk a little bit in Des Moines, Iowa, regarding financial literacy. So let me switch a little bit to Dinka and then I'll come back to English. And the reason I'm talking English is I'm targeting young people in my community, of whom many may not uh, communicate very well in Dinka. But Kitwing, we quite which a kamot, which a kalor, we quite a panbur, we quite a young, and Daniel Lake. Kene. Kole a pain in Tirkudro, pay Tirkutuk, a Monday. I don't expect Koji Badai, but I'm making this record. Kwaba push out through YouTube, Kujala, Facebook. Being a jala ting tam din chin ting. Kicha ting ten is a non-for-profit agency to set up my mission. And the goal for this agency is to empower our community. Yes. Financial literacy is an individual choice. In our community know these things theoretically, but practically, many of us don't know much about financial management. So I desire to make it a mission to inform our people, the young communities, the young families, on how to take advantage of the financial literacy and use that information to empower themselves and be able to use the financial tools to take care of their families and secure their future. So the slide that you see there is basically what I would be doing. All you see in that slide, and nobody is obligated, but I have decided to volunteer myself by law to the group of people willing to listen to me. But the products get to be kawajat chawai can work but cake share with Kaikwa. The main things you see highlighted there include emergency funds. These things is easy to say, but it's not easy to do. So how do we overcome the barrier to do it? So I'm just going to go through the slides and I'll talk briefly about each slide. And the main mission for me is to inform you, my people. And it's not limited to South Sudanese. I'll be talking to other African immigrant families, and I'm already doing that. But I know there is a great need in my community for people to be informed. I have lived in America for 30 years. And in my 30 years, I have not mastered this. But when I decided to take the financial literacy course and did the license in financial products, including life insurance, I have been awoken in my consciousness, and I want to share these things with my people. So please allow me Some of you are already well versed and set, but you may be just 1%. There are a lot of people who know how to make money, but they don't know how to save it. There are a lot of people who don't know how to take advantage of the tax options, tax deductions, and tax credits. These are the things that we can talk about. There are a lot of people who don't know how to use 529 to save and take advantage of the tax advantage option for their future, for their children's future. So, kaka we monjang ka kaka karban ke jam ko we tenaran ben ping. I'm going to find a way to fund myself to come to your communities. And if you make time and listen to me, then we will grow together financially so that the next 30 years, Kokok Benang 30 years in the United States will not be like me, because I hit 30 years in America and there's so much I didn't know. And that's the purpose. That's what is driving me. I don't want another person to live in America for 30 years without knowing the tenets of financial empowerment, okay? And that's the purpose of the Hope and Destiny. You see there, it's a family, and we want to raise this family with a financial foundation. So I'm talking in English most because I am making this presentation not only for Dinka community, but for all South Sudanese and all other African immigrant families. So the second slide is talking basically about the areas that we will cover, which is emergency funds, debt management, cash flow management, assets accumulation, and proper protection. I'll just highlight these things, but I'm not going to bore you and talk about these things tonight. But these are the areas that we'll be covering if I were to come to your community. These are the areas that I'll sit down with one or two people and work with you and then let you decide, okay? So emergency funds, what is it? Why is it important? Okay, it covered things that you didn't plan for and you didn't have money saved for it, and you don't have to take away from your fixed obligations. You don't have to go and borrow, all right? How much do you need? You need about $1,000 to start. And you can save up to 6 months, something that if you lose your job, that could take care of you for about 6 to 12 months, okay? And you can add to it exponentially. And if it become more, then you can always flow it over to your saving, long-term saving, okay? And where to keep it so that you don't use it randomly. You need to put it in these kind of protection saving accounts, money market, high yield saving account, short-term CDs. Okay, if you put it in long-term CD, you take it out later, you will lose money. So make sure it's a short-term, like 9 months or less. Okay, and then avoid the high accounts that have restrictions or are very risky to where you can lose your money. And then debt management. Do we know if you have debts? Do you know how to manage them in a way that they will not cost you more? There are a lot of things I didn't know, but over time I had to learn the hard way. I want to make sure that our people don't learn through bad experience. Okay, there are good debts and there are bad debts. How do you know? Good debt is what add value to your life. Bad debt is what just take away from you. And at the end of it, you find yourself very exhausted. Payday loans, credit cards. Credit cards are good, but they're bad if you don't use them right. Okay, debt reductions, snowball, paying small, and avalanche. You pay high interest first, and then the rest you can see. Maintaining yourself. Having a debt management account where you pay, even if you don't have debts, have that unexpected debt account where you put $20, $30 per paycheck, and then those are the ways to avoid it. Cash flow management. What is cash flow management? Do we understand it? I did not understand it for a very long time. I just make my money and then spend it. But as I learned, this is very important. Knowing exactly what comes in and knowing exactly what goes out. If there is a hole, if there's a negative every month, how do you fix that? If there is a positive, how do you apply that to where it will grow into saving? 50-30-20 rule. Do we know this? The needs, the wants, and the savings. These are the things that we know them. Majority of us who have gone to college, who have gone to high schools here know these things theoretically in our mind, but do we apply these things into our financial habits? Cash flow tools. There are apps there. There are a lot of apps. Do we use these apps? Like automatic payment, automatic saving, where you don't see it, but it come out directly from your account, from your paychecks. And also cash is still a very strong way of saving. You can create a mailbox somewhere where you put in little envelope cash and just stash it away. Do we know these things? Do we use them? An asset. We know what asset is. But for the person who does not know it, is something that add value or generate income for you. Okay. All right. Type of asset, that liquid asset, which is savings, and then real estate, and then rental and businesses, and retirement accounts. And then wealth building strategy. Do we know these things? We need to be able to learn these things. And the way to learn it is to humble ourselves and learn from others and start early. So I'm talking to the young people who are now starting the work, who are in the workforce now. The 18-year-old, the 25-year-old, the 30-year-old who are now starting their families. So start now. Don't wait. Okay. Don't take these things as something that you can do later. Okay. Proper protection. This is where life insurance comes in. Okay. How do you protect yourself? Do you know that you can insure your income? You can pay an insurance company that, hey, if time comes and I lose my job, I want to still be able to get my money. You can pay a little over time. You can pay for disability. You can pay for when you get sick. You can pay insurance to protect you when you lose your job. Okay. To the point where you pay, okay, if I were to die, will my family be taken care of? So that's the meaning of proper protection. The third thing there is 529. That's not life insurance, but it's a saving strategy for your child. Okay, it's a plan where it's a college plan basically, where a lot of white people and other well-informed families protect the future of their children. So these are the things that I want to be able to talk to you about. And then the life insurance essentials, the term which many of you get from your job, the group life insurance, that one is pure protection that in case you die, but it does not accumulate cash. The whole life insurance is better. There are different type of whole life insurance, including index universal life, which build cash value for you. These are the things that we need to inform our community and be able to consider. Many of us see these things and say, oh, it's bill. But how many bills do you have that if time does come, they will come back and rescue you? A lot of bills you pay, and if disaster comes, those bills cannot be paid and they cannot rescue you. But life insurance is one of those bills that you pay now, but it pay you later when things go bad for you. When you get injured, when you get sick, or when you die, that your family is protected. So please don't view life insurance as a burden. It's one most important asset where you need to move everything else around so you can accommodate life insurance. And if possible, within your means, make sure that it is a whole life insurance. Because whole life insurance, if you pay $200 toward it, $100 goes towards saving that build cash value, and the other $100 goes toward the life insurance, which protect you in case something happens to you. At the end of it, you will build enough cash that you can use that cash to take care of some other needs. that you can borrow against. That's the importance of whole life insurance, okay? And if it is done right, it will operate like your own bank, okay? So that's why we in our community need someone with financial literacy knowledge to be able to inform families better. And that's why I am wearing this badge, because it's a financial campaign across the United States. And there are other communities who are doing it. South Sudanese are the only people who don't have financial literacy educators, because we think we know and we think we don't need help. But everybody needs help. Okay. The Ethiopian community, where one of my mentors is right now, they have over 300 financial educators, and they have surrounded their community. They are informing everybody. And Ethiopian, when it comes to money, okay, they are very good at it, and we're not. We know how to make money, but we don't know how to manage money. And that is what is forcing me to talk to you, to come out and volunteer my time. As I'm nearing my time from the military, this is what I want to do. I want to talk to one person. I want to talk to two people. I want to talk to 10 people. I want to talk to 100 people until our community is informed. Once I inform you and you don't make a decision, then it is off my chest. It is no longer my problem. Okay. But right now, I feel like our people don't know. And so I'm obligated to inform you. I know we know. I knew most of these things, but I never apply them and I never see the importance of it. But that's the difference where you see a young white person and a young African American or Black African coming from Africa, and both are young, but one is struggling, the other is living peacefully. It's not that they make a lot of money, but it's just that they have a better financial strategy. Where this child from the birth or from when he's young, there is an account set up for him. Okay. Now, many of us may not have inheritance. We're starting as a first generation, but at least we can start somewhere so that 2 decades from now, 3 decades from now, our children will be better positioned. Okay. So this is just the introduction. But if you allow me to come to your communities, I want to sit down with you. I want to be able to talk to you about legacy planning. Okay. To set up your financial outlook. Many of us work and we just bring families together, but we don't have any plans. If you drop today, your wife will not even know where your bank accounts are. Do you have wills? Do you have trust for like a family trust? Do you have them? Do you have beneficiaries outlined? Do you have power of attorney in case you get incapacitated where you cannot talk? Do you have directive in your will where if something happened to me, this is the person that will take care of everything. This is the person that will speak on my behalf until I can be well again. There are a lot of things that we don't know. Do you have healthcare directives? These are the things that make other people better than us. Okay. The financial roadmap, emergency funds, eliminate high interest debts, manage cash flow, accumulate assets, and protect your wealth through life insurance. This is the essence of what we're talking about. These 5 pillars are the main reason that I want to go to each community to talk to you. Over the next couple of months, I will be going to each state wherever I'm welcome, and I want to talk to you. I was one of the first few who came to the United States, and many of you came. I feel in my heart that it is my mission to inform us of the area where we are lacking. Okay? Many of you are making a lot of money and you're losing a lot of money. How many of us know the difference between tax deductions and tax credit? And do we take advantage of these things, and how? There are loopholes that other communities are taking advantage of, but we're falling behind on these areas. So I want us to be part of the system. Okay. If there are things that give other people a break, I want us to be able to take advantage of those. If there are things that help other people save money, I want us to be aware of those things. So that's my mission. Um, I'm not here to sell you or force you anything, but I'm here to make you aware of what is out there, and then you can make your own decision. Okay? Because we cannot just work hard forever. We need to be smart enough to the point where we can make our money work for us. Okay? So the key takeaway from these things, if you do apply any of these things, you need to have consistency. Okay? Because if you're consistent over time, it becomes perfection. Small steps make big progress. Small steps that are consistent make big progress. Okay? And if you apply these things, you will be in control of your financial story, and you'll be able to pass that on to your children. And that is where we succeed as a community. Okay? So tonight, I'm just introducing to you what I am planning to do over the next phase of my life. I'm transitioning from the U.S. Army, and I'm going to be spending the next remainder time of my life in the United States, informing you about financial literacy. Okay, and I thank you, the few individuals who have been with me tonight. These messages will be sent out over YouTube and Facebook for those to listen to later. I knew intentionally tonight there will be not a lot of people because people are tired. People have been driving, flying back home. But thank you for watching, and thank you for being with me. For those who will watch later, the reason why I'm speaking in English is because I want this message to go to other communities as well, and I'll be sharing it with some of my other networks. So that is it. May you have a blessed night.